I did a little short video a while ago and that looked at a little meal plan for 4 days, so I didn't have to spend any money, just using what I got in the fridge. I planned to make a chicken dinner for 2 nights. I planned to use a spag bol and a chicken casserole that I got in the freezer for the other 2 nights. I planned to make tuna pasta bake for my lunches, and I planned to bake flapjack for breakfasts and a mug cake for snacking and just something sweet. So here goes. Are you with me? We're going to make these budget meals. All of these meals are costing me absolutely nothing to make because everything that I've got in the house at the moment, and the idea is I wasn't going to spend any money. I will cost them up as I go along, so I'll tell you how much you might pay for the chicken and the vegetables, for example. I'll pop some prices on the screen. So let's get cooking. For the mug cake, I'm going to use 1 egg. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of flour, some chocolate hazelnut spread, and some chocolate chips. Whoa, let's see. Houston, we have a mug cake. There's our mug cake. Now we have to turn it out. Interesting times. I will just go around the side and loosen it a little bit. And hopefully it's nice and springy. When we turn it upside down, it should come out. Probably it won't. Oh, there it is. Look at that. There's our mug cake. It is about the size of a large teacup. Very big. So I'm just going to leave it to cool. That will serve me 4 times. Little bit of cake for each day. I will cut it so you can see inside. There we are. Lovely. There we are, chocolate mug cake. The next thing I'm going to do is make some flapjacks. So I want 500 grams of rolls of oats, porridge oats, or whatever you use, half a cup of honey, and 250 grams of butter. It's nearly 200 grams. I'm going to go with that. I don't need that much. I'm not making that much flapjack. Half a cup of honey. Okay, you can use other syrup for this. You can use golden syrup. You can use maple syrup, whichever you want. I'm using honey because I've got honey in. And then what you need to do is you need to melt the honey and the butter together in a pan. So the first thing that goes in, as far as I'm concerned, is the butter, and that needs to melt. So once the butter is almost melted, you can throw in your honey. I do them sort of separately because I think if you put your honey in too soon it could burn, and you just want it warm, you don't want it burnt really. Make sure it's blended, nice and blended. So the next thing I'm going to do, once that's all nice and blended, I am simply going to throw in my oats. Now, I've not measured them out. The recipe says 500 grams. I haven't measured. So I'm going to move that off the heat. It doesn't need to be on the heat for this. I'm throwing my oats. Just do it a bit at a time, see where you are. You might want more. You certainly do want more. You want to get this to a nice firm consistency. I need a bit more. Not a lot. Okay. We could add a wee bit more, maybe. And then what I'm going to do, so you can add, I'm going to add chocolate chips, and I'm going to add, you can add chocolate chips or whatever you want. I've got some sultanas as well, I'm going to add those. So I'm going to put my sultanas in first. Give them a stir. And I'm going to add some chocolate chips. Give them a stir. Lovely. And you can add what you want. You can add nuts, you can add cherries, fruit, anything. I've lined a baking dish and the flapjack mixture is going in there. Press it into all the corners. That's going to be really nice thick flapjack. And that goes into a preheated oven, about 180 degrees. I think I may have it on 180 to 200. And it wants about 20 to 25 minutes. And there's our lovely flapjack out of the oven. Golden brown on the top. I need to leave that in the tin to cool. I can't cut it until it's cool. It firms up when it cools down. The next thing I'm doing is putting the chicken breasts in the oven. I didn't realise they were massive. They're massive. So I'm saying they'll do me 2 meals. I think they'll do me more. The next job is a tuna pasta bake. It's dead easy. As much pasta as you might want to fit in your dish. Sorry, you didn't hear that. As much pasta as you might want to fit in your dish. I'm going to put it all in. So you add 2 tins of tuna into your pasta. Pick that up a little bit. Add your sauce. There's always a little bit doesn't come out, so this is what I do. I just put 1/3 of a jar of water in and shake it. This is Lidl's own make pasta sauce. This is 69p, I do believe. You can make your own. 2 cans of tomatoes, an onion and a garlic cube. Makes a lovely pasta sauce, just done in the blender. I'll do it one day with you. Don't be frightened to put plenty of liquid in, because being baked in the oven it does get absorbed. There we are. And that just gets stirred in. Make sure all the pasta's covered and everything's mixed in nicely. I put this in the oven with a lid on and I bake it for about 30 minutes. And then I come in and I put some grated cheese on the top and take the lid off. And my next job, and my final job, is to prepare all the veg. So I'm taking all of the potatoes and the carrots and the turnip and the broccoli, and I'm going to cook it all in my lovely steamer. The potatoes are draining in the sink. I've just washed those. And my draining compartment there. I've got way too much for 2 meals, but I'm going to use it all and I'm going to freeze some of it. So there's all my vegetables steaming. Potatoes, carrots, turnip, broccoli. And in the end I didn't do all the potatoes, I just did about half of them and I've put the others back in the fridge. So now that tuna pasta is out of the oven, just going to put some cheese on the top and put it back in for 5 minutes. Spread that out a bit. You can put more cheese on it if you want. That's my last cheese. I've got no more cheese left. That panics me. And there is our lovely tuna pasta bake out of the oven. I could eat that now, but I can't because I've got chicken to eat, and that's for lunches. I'm still boiling the turnip and the carrots. They just needed a little bit longer. My broccoli's done. I've got some broccoli, some potato and chicken for my ready served for my tea, and I've got that other chicken portion there. I've made so much veg that I think I've got enough for about a week. I am going to have to freeze some of it, so I'm probably going to have to spend some money. I'm probably going to have to go and buy some freezer bags because I don't have any, and I don't have enough containers to freeze things in, I don't think. So there we are, that's my batch cooking done. At least, gosh, there's probably about 4 lunches. There's got to be 3 to 4 meals. Certainly 3 to 4 meals worth of veg, a flapjack and a mug cake. I've done pretty well. It's Monday evening. Do you think I've done okay? Let me know in the comments what you think. Let's have another look at the food. Here we are. The last of the turnip and carrots still cooking. The tuna pasta bake for lunches. The flapjack cooling and hardening off. The chicken portion for tomorrow. The broccoli for the next 3 days likely. My dinner for tonight with some gravy to go on and a load of mash. Bon appetit. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think I've done okay for a Monday night? It's been lovely having you with me. I'll put the costs of everything, even though I didn't pay anything for what I've made because it was already bought. I will, right at the end of this video, just put a list of costs if you want to go and make the same things yourself. See you again soon. Bye.